Hello YouTube, it's Rob the Undead Gamer here, and it is now time for my second video games pickup video. Seeing as December's done and all out of the way with, and the presents have been a-coming and the deals have been a-going, I've picked up a fair few video games, it's safe to say. And this is these are all video games I've picked up from ranging mid-December sort of time, all through Christmas and up until the last game which I got, which was Saturday just gone. And now to kickstart my little video games pickup video off, we're going to start off with an awesome game that I've wanted for a while, I can say. A game that's definitely interested me, but didn't interest me when it was released. And it was definitely sort of an interesting sort of video game that was interesting me. Oh, I need a thesaurus. And that game is LA Noire. Now I picked this game up in Asda. Asda is a supermarket or a grocery store for my American viewers, which is actually a partner of Walmart. If you wanted to know, it's written on their bags. So that's an Asda fact for you. But I picked this up for a mere £10, and I'm glad I picked it up when I did for £10, because since then, everywhere else that I've seen it, it's ranging in price from £15 to about £25. So yeah, I picked this up and loved the fact that it's got 3 discs in it. I thought that was well good, which is no surprise really, because the amount of graphical detail that is in this game. If you don't know, it's made by Rockstar, and it's basically a crime-solving game, and it used some really awesome graphical and camera capturing techniques, where basically it was like facial recognition-y type stuff. So there's real actors in this that they put like dots all over their face, like they do with Gollum and from Lord of the Rings. And they captured all their facial movements and they've put them into the game. One thing I thought was really cool was the policeman from Heroes, the TV show, is in this game. So that was cool. Not that I'm a massive Heroes fan, I only watched the first series, but anyway. So yeah, and obviously with a game like this you need to, because you're working out if people are lying to you or telling the truth as you're solving crimes. And the detail and the graphics as well, totally necessary, because obviously you're going to be finding clues and whatnot, and it's really cool. I basically stuck this in as soon as I got home and played it the entire way through without playing anything else. I just played it the entire way through, and I was totally just gripped by the story, the cases, everything. It's just such a really great immersive game. Another Rockstar gem, really. You know, not too dissimilar from Red Dead Redemption, how awesome that is, because I don't generally play the GTA games because I think they're all pretty similar. Once you played one, you've sort of played them all really, but it's nice to see something really different from them, and this is really such a great game. I mean, if you want a game where you really have to think about things, this is the game for you. I mean, it's not, you know, chase the bad guys, shoot them up, get a load of cars, you know, all of that. It's not that. This is a thinker. It's a thinker, but it's really awesome game. Really awesome game. So if you get the chance to pick that, pick it up, because it is well worth it. Second game that I picked up in fact that very same day, for exactly the same price, I'm happy to say, and that game is Dead Island, the Game of the Year edition, I might add as well, which comes with the Rider White campaign, the Bloodbath Arena, and the Ripper weapon blueprint, which is all right. I mean, it's not like I mean, this game didn't have DLC anyway, so you know, but it was you know, Game of the Year. You get a little bit more for your money, I guess, but it's only £10. When this game was originally announced, I was really excited, like ridiculously excited, because at the time I was heavily into Left 4 Dead, and playing with my best mate, we used to play that game all the time, and we were like massively into zombies. And also, as you know, I love RPGs, love them to pieces, my favourite game genre, and this mixed the two together, the two gaming loves I had together. It mixed zombies and RPG together to create Dead Island. And I wasn't overjoyed when this was released because the reviews were quite bad for it. And but I left it for a while, and it has got quite a good following and fan base, and it's done well enough to get a Game of the Year edition. So fair dues. So I picked it up for £10 because I don't think it's really worth £40, and it's a lot better than what it was when it was first released, because obviously there improved stuff that was like broken with the game, but you can still playing this. It's an awesome game. What a great story. Really cool side missions. There's just the right amount. It's not like Skyrim where you've got like a million. It's just the right amount to sort of keep you busy when you want a little break from the main plot and the main quest. And it's really quite a great immersive game, and the weapon mods you can make are really cool and interesting, a bit like Dead Rising in that respect. Plus it's 4-player co-op like Left 4 Dead, which is awesome, really awesome. You can play with your friends online, they can join your game, like sort of Fable where you can join people's games, but the online co-op is really good in this. I've played with a few friends online, and it's really cool. Playing it, I can see that there are sort of problems, or I was playing it thinking this could have been better. There are elements of this that could have been a lot better, and it's a little bit sad, but hopefully the company behind this, is it Deep Silver or Techland, one of the two, I don't know, they are working on the Riptide game, which isn't a sequel and it's not DLC. It's sort of like what the people did with Fallout 3 New Las Vegas. I think Bethesda were behind New Las Vegas, I'm not sure, but like Fallout 3 New Las Vegas wasn't a sequel to Fallout 3, but it was like a sort of extension on the game, but it wasn't an expansion pack or DLC. That it was its own game. That's what Riptide's going to be. So it'd be interesting to see how that turns out. But yeah, really great game. Definitely worth it now because it's a bit cheaper than it was when it was released. So it's definitely worth pick up now if you're interested in zombies and RPGs. So yeah. So now we'd be moving on to the Christmas-y section of the game. By the way, it's worth noting actually that Dead Island, after I'd played LA Noire, I started playing Dead Island and played that the entire way through till completion, which was really good. As I'm trying to do that now with games, because obviously the error I had in my last video games pickup video, where I was halfway through games and then stopped playing games and then started playing other games, and it was a never-ending story. Probably also worth mentioning that since that I have actually completed Dead Space and Batman Arkham Asylum, because I was like right near the end of both those games as it turned out, and I just completed them. So on to the Christmassy bit and stuff I got on the Christmas day of joyousness and stuff. And the first game that I'm going to show to you is a sequel of a game that I haven't started playing this game because at the time I hadn't completed the first game, which was slightly annoying, but I can now play it if I wish. But here is the first game I got for Christmas. A Batman Arkham City. Now, having completed Arkham Asylum, and may I just say, what a game Arkham Asylum was. What a game. And Arkham City has got nothing but praise left to it as well. It's not the Game of the Year edition, but it was still an awesome present, and I really look forward to playing Batman Arkham City because I enjoyed Asylum so much. The story, the fact that you just felt like Batman, and I can't wait to stick this game in and start playing, to be honest, but it will have to wait for a while. Okay, so the fourth game on my list, and the second game that I opened up on Christmas Day, was a game which its predecessor I'm currently playing at the moment, as you can see, and that game is Kingdom Hearts 2. It was nice to receive the sequel to this, and it gave me a bit of drive after I'd completed Dead Island to start playing through Kingdom Hearts. And I did start playing it when I got it in my last video games pickup, and I wasn't too sure on it. But you know, as a lot of games, I just sort of prevail with them, and in the end, end up loving them. And I'm really enjoying Kingdom Hearts 1 at the moment, which I'm playing through and trying to play through to completion, which is what I'm trying to do with all the games I get now. So otherwise, I end up never completing games. So I got the sequel, Kingdom Hearts 2. And I'm really quite looking forward to sticking this in once I've completed Kingdom Hearts 1. And whether I'll play it straight away or not is a different story, because you know, I'll find out if I enjoyed Kingdom Hearts that much. I'll probably play this straight away, but I've got quite a few sequels of games to get through, to name a few: Dead Space and Batman. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2, quite excited. Fifth game I picked up, and the third game that I opened upon Christmas Day was a game I wasn't initially wanting to get as much as the other two games that are part of this sort of trilogy. And I read some reviews, and it just looked really good, and there was so much praise for this game. I was thinking, you know what, sod it, I'll just get it. It was quite cheap on Amazon. It was on my wish list, and the normal copy of the game was like £26, but the copy I've got was only £2 more. So I thought, I'll see if I can get that then, and I did, and the game is Pandora's Tower, the limited edition. It comes in this really nice like box. The artwork's really cool on it as well, and it's just quite a nice box. Inside, obviously the game, but you get a few bits and pieces with it. I'll just run you through. That's obviously the normal sort of case of the game, which you just sort of get with the normal edition of the game, with all the bits and stuff. The game's not in there at the moment, not that I'm playing it, but the disc is in here. You get like a nice, really nice tin case for it. Really nice, really good looking sort of tin, quite sort of like sturdy, I guess. And the disc is in there, and I've just put the manual in there as well. But I thought I'd have that disc and have it all nice and lovely. Get a really cool art book with it, which has got artwork of like all these sort of like scenes and the characters and some of the monsters and whatnot. It's really cool. And this is a manual of different languages. So if I wanted to read the manual in German or Espanol, I could do so. Seeing as I don't speak any of those languages, I won't. Oh no, I've just realised I had another game which I bought a couple of weeks back, which I don't have with me because it's around my girlfriend's house. And that game is Lord of the Rings: War in the North. I picked that up a couple of weeks back for about £20, and is a game that I've wanted for a very long time since it was announced. It was, you know, it's a Lord of the Rings game. You know I love Lord of the Rings. It's an RPG. You know I love RPGs, and you know, I didn't get it straight away because I didn't have the funds to buy it. But I bought it a couple of weeks back for £20, and it came in, again, like the Pandora's Tower, a really nice metal tin case. And the reason why it's at my girlfriend's house is because I've been playing it with her, because it's a 3-player co-op game, as what it can be, as well as a single-player game, because you've got 3 characters, of which you will take control of one, and it's basically an action RPG with a really cool story about the war in the north that was going on during the War of the Ring. And I don't have it with me, so I'll have like a picture somewhere to show you. But Lord of the Rings: War in the North, we started playing it a couple of weeks back, and we had like a hell of a time. Really fun, really cool to play a game with her as well, like that, and she really enjoyed it. And so that was another game I picked up, but I don't have with me here, so sorry. And finally we get to the last game on my list, and game number 7, I believe, if I've counted all that correctly. And again, the last game I picked up, which was last Saturday, and was a gift from my mother, who, if you've watched my vlog, you know I saw on that fateful day. And that game that I picked up is a game that I've played, not to completion, but near about, and a game that I hated when I first started playing it, which was a surprise to me, seeing as it's the game that it is, and you'll see why. But I hated it, and I prevailed through and ended up loving it, and it's one of my favourite games, my second favourite game in that particular series of games. The reason why I hated it is because I thought the characters were just stupid and whatnot, but prevailing through it, I enjoyed it. But anyway, I didn't own the game, I was borrowing it from a friend of mine at the time, and sadly had to give it back to them. But since then I've wanted my own copy of the game, so it's just nice to have your own copy, and I still need to complete it. And that game is Final Fantasy IX for the PlayStation. Really happy to have picked it up. Really, it's just normal edition of the game. But I think it's a sort of newish edition of the game. It's still got the Squaresoft like brand on it, but I think it's like a newer edition of the game, because as I opened it up and I was pleasantly surprised and thought this was really nice and awesome, is as you open it up, the disc artwork has changed, as you can see. All the 4 discs. So the discs have got original artwork from the dude who does the artwork, whose name is Yoshitaka Amano. He's the guy that did all the nice artwork, and what I mean by it's like different to how the discs normally are. Normally, I'll compare it to Final Fantasy VII. Discs was like normally like that, but it's got this awesome, lovely, cool, new artworky stuff on the discs. That's basically it, guys, for my video games pickup part 2 or second video from December and all that. So I'm pretty chuffed with what I got, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you've got any of these games, let me know what you think of them down in the comments section, or if you like any of these games, let me know which ones you would like, or just a hello or something. Sorry guys, that's basically it. Please like, comment and subscribe if you haven't done already, because it just really helps me out, and I'd love the support. And as always guys, I'm the Undead Gamer, and thanks for watching. Watch it!